Good evening. Today you are here on November the 10th, because I be forgetting what days it is, 2012, with Tanya Moore, D News, and Triple L. We want to talk about what's going on currently in sports. I'm basically a delegator. I have one topic. I'm not the sports director. I'm not that good at it. So we're going to turn it over to D News and watch him and Triple L go at it.
All right, today's news is going to be about the college football world. Since we are in Georgia and the Georgia Bulldogs are ranked number 5, we'll start with them. Georgia's playing Auburn tonight, Triple L, and they're up 31-0.
Ooh.
What do you think about that?
They handle their business. Auburn is kind of down this year, after losing Cam Newton a few years ago. They're struggling. They're struggling, and they haven't really got back to their title contender status.
Got a question, Triple L.
Okay.
It's like a couple of years ago. How long does it take to bounce back? I mean, like, what
Well,
was that, 3 years ago or something?
It was like 2 years ago, I believe, maybe 3. But I don't know, they're struggling. You got to have good classes coming in. It's hard to replace a quarterback like Cam Newton.
Yeah, they had a little trouble up there too with the stabbing and everything that happened with the football players. So like three of their starting players was suspended for the year.
Wow.
So that got a lot to do with that. Moving on, Kansas State is playing Texas Christian University right now, and Kansas State is ranked number 2 in the nation, and they're up 20-0. What do you think about
Texas
that one?
Christian, TCU?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a surprise because TCU is a really good team, but Kansas State, I think they're going to move up to the number 1 spot. Them or Oregon, since Oregon since Alabama lost, but we'll talk about Alabama later.
Right. Next is Notre Dame and Boston College, 7-3 in the second quarter. Notre Dame is still undefeated at 9-0 and 3-0.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No.
That was one of my really good.
Not Hunchback.
That's where the name came from, right?
Notre Dame is a college.
It's a very prestigious football college.
Yes, it is.
A lot of people
And
don't
the
want to talk
Hunchback
about
of
the
Notre
Hunchback.
Dame was.
Yeah. I don't think
Notre
the
Dame?
Irish fans would appreciate that.
The Irish. So
Yeah,
what do you think about
the
that,
people
Triple
with the
M?
mud. Okay, got it.
Honestly, I think the Irish should have lost last week to Pitt. But hey, they're a good team. They're undefeated. We'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, they persevered. They kept playing. They didn't quit, and they got that victory. So I'm with the Irish, and I think they'll win this one. Next
Drinks on me.
is Mississippi State, which is 21st against LSU. LSU is up 23-17 in the third quarter. I think LSU will pull this one out. What about you?
I think so too. But I expected LSU to kind of come out with a lot of fire since losing last week. I was really surprised it's that close. I really am.
Yeah, it is. It's still the third quarter, but it is close. Next, we have Oregon tonight against California. Oregon is number 3, and they're still undefeated. Oregon. The Oregon Ducks. They're in Oregon, way up west. Yep. They're number 3 in the nation, and a lot of people think they should be ranked higher than that. They have a very powerful and fast team. What do you think about that game tonight?
I think Oregon's going to take care of business.
Oregon.
You can say Oregon, or however
the Mighty
you say
Ducks.
it.
The Mighty
It's
Ducks.
Oregon. When you say Oregon, you say the Ducks, and they know who we talking about.
Again, you say Mighty Ducks. I got kids. Mighty Ducks was a movie, and then Howard the Duck. I didn't even know there was. Is this we talking about? Football?
We're talking about real football.
Yeah, that was
not
hockey.
movies.
That was hot. There's only Ducks I know about. I'm
They're the Oregon
just
Ducks.
saying.
You might have to catch that game tonight so you can be more.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
They got real nice uniforms also.
Are they
Yeah.
purple?
No,
They have like 10
Green,
uniforms, and I love them all.
they green.
10 uniforms.
Yeah, they
I
change
I don't
almost
even
every
know that
game.
there was a team. How do you have 10 uniforms and I ain't never know Oregon?
Yeah.
Origami.
What
They
about
change up
origami? What
too.
is origami?
They change
I
up.
never heard of that.
Maybe that's where they
She's
got the
making
change
up
up
words.
uniform.
Okay, back to football here. Now we have UCLA and Washington State. They play at 10:30 also. I think UCLA will continue to give Washington State the blues.
Are either of those teams ranked?
18th for UCLA.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The Pac-10 football, just other than Oregon and maybe Stanford and Oregon State, I really don't pay attention.
True that. All right, Texas A&M over Alabama.
Woo! I got
After
that Alabama.
So Alabama was number 1, and they took a loss to number 15, Texas A&M, 29-24. Big game.
Yeah. Joey, was it Johnny Football?
Johnny Football.
Texas A&M's quarterback. Hey, I think he deserves to be in the race for the Heisman. That man played a heck of a game.
Johnny Football does. I agree with you.
He played it all the time or just this time?
He plays good.
They're only a one or two loss team.
2 losses. Yeah, 2 losses. All right, on to number 8, South Carolina. They played Arkansas Razorbacks tonight and won 38-20. Without Lattimore. Without Marcus Lattimore playing.
Petrino's gone. They got John L. Smith or Crabthorpe? John L. Smith?
Smith.
Okay. John L. Smith's not that bad, but, you know, Oregon's just going down. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, Arkansas is just going down. And Spurrier's a heck of a coach for South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. Sad loss with the loss of Lattimore.
Yeah, it is.
All right, on to Louisville, number 9.
Oh,
lost to Syracuse today.
Louisville. Where you at, Triple L?
One of the L's is for Louisville and Triple L.
Tell me what the Triple L stand for.
I can't tell them all.
What do you mean?
Ancient Chinese.
Losses.
Louisville representing in the A.
I'm so hurt that my Cardinals lost. I expected them to take care of business against Syracuse and finish undefeated, or at least have a loss to probably Rutgers, but not Syracuse. I'm totally disappointed.
Yeah, I agree. It was something Louisville could have made their stand by winning this game and possibly moved up in the rankings if they would have won and showed everybody that they are truly number 9.
Yeah.
But they didn't take care of business, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
What did you have to say? But they didn't take care of business. What is your team doing?
They lost. So.
FYI, he's originally from Ohio.
We're undefeated, sweet.
I said some tension, like I just felt a little.
The Ohio State Buckeyes are undefeated for the record.
But unfortunately,
08-IO. On to Oregon State and Stanford.
No. Are you sure?
I'm just saying.
Am I sure about what,
If
sir?
Ohio State was undefeated, they would be in the top 5 in the BCS. What's up with that?
It matters not for us this year. It's just a year that we're coasting through. We have sanctions on us.
Okay. For cheating? Oh, okay.
No, not for cheating. Never cheating. No. But moving on. Everybody knows about Ohio State, so I don't need to speak about it. So let's go. Oregon State 23, Stanford 27. Final. Oregon State was ranked number 11th and Stanford number 14. So Stanford did good by beating number 11th. I think they'll move up in the BCS standing.
I like Stanford. They lost Andrew Luck last year, and they're actually still doing pretty good to be ranked without him. It's not bad.
Great. Moving on, Baylor and Oklahoma. Oklahoma ranked number 12, took care of Baylor 42-34.
Wow. Oklahoma, they lost a few weeks ago, but they're still a good team.
Right. Maryland and Clemson. Clemson is ranked number 13th, and they won 45-10. Great win.
Clemson's a good team. One of the better teams in the ACC.
Right. 9-1 and 6-1 in the ACC. Great job. On to the Big Ten. Let's see. Penn State and Nebraska. Nebraska ranked number 16th, took care of business over Penn State, 32-23.
Nebraska, the Cornhuskers are on their back to football dominance.
Not in the Big Ten, behind Ohio State, of course. But let's see.
Okay.
Iowa State and Texas. Texas number 17th in the nation, and Iowa State not ranked. Texas won 33-7.
Texas is one of those states that they're always going to be a competitor in football because they live it. They live football down there. In Florida too.
We're not talking.
Great. All right. So number 19th USC and Arizona State. USC won 38-7. USC 38. Arizona State 17. USC is ranked 19th, and they have a very good team. So what do you think about that, Triple F?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to contend for the title, but they are a good team.
True. Next, Texas Tech, number 22, and Kansas, 34. Texas Tech took care of business and got that win. What do you think about that one?
I'm surprised that Texas Tech beat Kansas. Who they beat?
Kansas, not Kansas State.
Oh, okay. I think Kansas State. Oh, yeah. That's basically how I expected it to go.
All right. Number 23, Rutgers over Army, 28-7.
Rutgers gonna pull it out.
Right. And Michigan over Northwestern. Northwestern was ranked 24th, and Michigan's playing without their star quarterback. What do you think about that one?
That's impressive for them to win without Robinson.
Yeah. Robinson didn't play, and the quarterback who stepped in did a great job, and Michigan actually got a victory.
They're going to be Ohio State too.
Don't think so. Thursday or Tuesday we had Toledo. Toledo was ranked number 25th,
Woo!
but they lost to Ball State, 27-34. That was a big loss. Toledo could have pulled it off and stayed in the top 25.
Keyword, could have.
What is up with the Toledo hating here?
I'm saying, I mean.
All right, so Thursday, Florida State won. They're ranked number 10 over Virginia Tech, 28-22.
Florida State, pretty good team. They're behind my Cardinals, but unfortunately my Cardinals lost, so we'll see how that goes.
Right. So that tops off the top 25 in the BCS standings. They will have the BCS standings tomorrow, Sunday, so we'll wait to see what happens with the big loss with Alabama.
Great job, guys. And before we close, one of our topics, even though it's roughly 6 weeks or so old, we ran across, it was the junior tennis player Taylor Townsend that was banned by the USTA for being overweight. I would like to know what the guys think about why this young lady, such impressive tennis, would be banned from the USTA because of her weight. And actually, if you ask me, she looked good. She's 16. Her body's still developing and producing, and if she can go all the way and be ranked number 1, obviously her health is in great condition. So, Triple H and D News, what do y'all think about that?
Basically, the tennis world is they look at the women performing and bodies. Basically, they looking at form-fitting outfits, and they want everybody that's playing tennis to look attractive from apparently by this statement and by banning this 16-year-old from playing tennis. I think that if she can get the job done and get the victories and beat everybody else, she should have the right to play. What do you think, Triple M?
I agree. I think it's actually kind of sexist because, well, it is sexist. I kind of feel like what Doug's saying, it's about, of course they want them to perform, but they also want them to look good and sexy doing it. And if they don't deem you to fit that form factor of being sexy.
Is this fantasy tennis, or are we talking about a 16-year-old that should be dressed appropriate, that should not be appealing to pedophiles and men that are looking at young girls? Are we talking about this young lady's hard work, effort? She's been doing this. She's been with the USTA for 4 years. She's number 1. The general manager, Monroe, is saying it's because of her physical health, long-term physical health. She's number 1. How physically unfit is she? You guys be the judge and tell us what you all think. And that'll be a wrap for... Let the dogs out!
Good show, good show.